few years, the Modi government has continuously tried to sharpen the law enforcement and investigation agencies in order to ensure that there is respect and fear for rule of law. In today's video of Tarun IAS, we are going to talk about another major ordinance that enables the government to appoint the Enforcement Directorate and Central Bureau of Investigation for 5 years. With this, the government has further strengthened these agencies. So far, the directors of the CBI and ED were appointed for 2 years. But with the passing of these two ordinances, they will have a stable tenure like the elected government. This will help in the institutionalization of these agencies, as the directors would be able to take steps to sharpen the investigation tools of these agencies and look after their implementation in the 5-year tenure. The ordinance comes days before the extended tenure of ED Director Sanjay Kumar Mishra, who was appointed for 2 years in November 2018, and then given a 1-year extension, comes to an end. While the government wanted to extend Mishra's term further, the Supreme Court of India tried unnecessary intervention and asked the government to not extend the term. The change in tenure of the CBI director was effected by amending the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act 1946, and the changes to the tenure of the ED director was brought in by amending the Central Vigilance Commission Act 2003. This act also mentions that further no such extension shall be granted after the completion of a period of 5 years in total, including the period mentioned in the initial appointment. Most of the high-profile political and economic cases of the country are pursued by ED and CBI. Currently, these agencies are investigating the cases of Om Prakash Chautala, P. Chidambaram, Raghav Behel, Robert Vadra, Harsh Mandir, and many other well-established names of Indian political, media and business circles. The opposition parties like the Congress and DMK, whose leaders are currently under investigation by these agencies, are crying foul over the ordinance. According to bench of Justices L. Nageshwara Rao and B.R. Gavai, it should be clear that extension of tenure granted to officers who have attained the age of superannuation should be done only in rare and exceptional cases. The court's judgment stated that the Modi government has taken the breach of the judiciary into the domain of the executive very seriously, unlike the previous governments. The free hand to the judiciary by the previous governments has taken us to a state where the judges know no limits of their power. The Modi government brought these two ordinances to show to the court that where the executive power lies. And at the same time, the step will strengthen the CBI and ED. Given the political nature of the cases pursued by these agencies, synchronization with the executive is necessary, and 5-year tenure to these directors will ensure that. President Ramnath Kovind has given his assent to the ordinance, and the central government is expected to table a law in Parliament to replace the same. Before 1997, the tenure of the CBI directors was not fixed, and they could be removed by the government in any manner. However, the Supreme Court in the Vineet Narayan judgment fixed a tenure of a minimum of 2 years for the CBI director to allow the officer to work with independence. This was all about this video. If you've liked this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And also, don't forget to hit the bell icon to keep yourself updated with the latest videos. Thank you.